Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nu'atara binti Muhammad Rozi and I'm from CS143-2C. My friends and I will explain to you about related rate. So what is related rate? Related rate is a procedure to find an equation that relates two different quantities, then applying chain rule to differentiate both sides with respect to time. And what is the objective for related rate? The objectives have three objectives. One, to use knowledge of derivatives to solve related rate problems. Second, to find the rate of change of one quantity knowing the rates of change of another quantity. Third, to finding the rates of change of two or more related variables that are changing with respect to the time. Okay, next I will tell to you about 5 easy steps how to solve related rates equation. First, define the shape. Second, identify the rate of changes. Third, determine the formula and equations. 4. Differentiate the equations. And 5. Substitute specific numerical values. Next, my friends will give you some of example to how to solve related rates.
My name is Kurtunisa Iridina binti Ahmad Salisha. Now we want to answer the question. A spherical balloon is to be deflated at a rate of p cm cube s minus 1. The radius of the balloon decreases at a rate of 0.5 cm s negative 1 when its volume 288 pi cm cube. Find the value of p. Firstly, we must list down all the information that question given. So, a spherical balloon is to be deflated at a rate of p cm cube s negative 1. So, we put dp over dt equal negative p cm cube s negative 1. We put negative in front of p because in the question say deflated. Deflated means negative, so we must put negative p. Then, the radius balloon decreases at a rate of 0.5 cm s negative 1. So information 2, dr over dt equal to negative 0.5 cm s negative 1. We put negative in front of 0.5 is because decrease. In the question say decrease, so we must put negative. Information 3, when its volume 288 pi cm cube. So volume that question give to us is 288 pi cm cube. Then we must find the radius. So the radius from the question given is 288 pi, isn't it? So we equal with volume of sphere 4 over 3 pi r cube. So at the end we get radius is 6. After that we differentiate volume of the sphere. So dv over dr equal 4 pi r square. So the last step we want to find p, isn't it? So we must list down dv over dt equal dv over dr multiply dr over dt. So dv over dt is negative p. So negative p equal 4 pi r square multiply negative 0.5. So we get value of p.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatin Nurina Suha binti Muhammad Nazri and I will proceed on explaining more about the question. So my question is, the area of triangle given by A equal to 1 over 2x square is decreasing at the rate of 6 cm square mean negative 1. Find the rate of change of the side x when the area of the triangle is 338 cm square. So for the solution, first of all, we must list all the information that given in the question. So, in this question, the information given is the area of triangle is 1/2 x squared. So, the first information that we have got in this question is a equal to 1/2 x squared. So, the second information that we have got in the question is the area of the triangle is decreasing at the rate of 6 cm square mean -1. So, that means we got the dA over dt equal to -6 cm square mean -1. We must put in negative because the question said that the area is decreasing. Okay, now we must know what the question wants us to find. So, in this question, we must find the rate of change of the side x when the area of the triangle is 338. So, that means we must find the dx over dt when the a equal to 338. Okay? Okay, now look at the first information that we have got in the question, which is a equal to 1/2 x squared. Okay, so from this information, you can find dA over dx. Okay, and then when you differentiate the equation, you will get the answer x. Okay, so these two information is already satisfied to solve our problem, which is to find dx over dt. Okay, so now we write dx over dt equal to dA over dt times dx over dA. Okay, so now why we put dx over dA instead of dA over dx, which is the information that we have got in the question. Okay, so we split this equation because we want to cancel out dA so that we can find dx over dt. So, dx over dt equal to -6 times 1/x. So, we will get the dx over dt equal to -6/x. Okay, so this is not the final answer. We cannot leave the answer like that. Okay, so now we must find the value of x. To find the value of x, first of all, we must look at the information that we have got from the question. So, in this question, which is a equal to 338 and also a equal to 1/2 x squared. Okay, so that we can write that 1/2 x squared is equal to 338. So that we will get the x is 26. Okay, when you have got the value of x, we must substitute back the value of x in the equation. So that's dx over dt is equal to -6/26. And then we will get dx over dt is -3/13. Okay, so that is the final answer.
The conclusion in this topic is it is important for us to have knowledge about related rates because unintentionally somehow it is related with our daily lives. As example, calculus is the language of engineers, scientists and economists. The work of these professionals has a huge impact on our daily life. Biologists use differential calculus to determine the exact rate of growth in a bacterial culture when different variables such as temperature and food source are changed. Other than that, statisticians use calculus to evaluate survey data to help develop business plans for different companies, because a survey involves many different questions with a range of possible answers. Calculus allows a more accurate prediction for the appropriate action. We have seen that for quantities that are changing over time, the rates at which these quantities changing over time, the rates at which the quantities change are related. In many real-world applications, related quantities are changing with respect to time. To solve a related rates problem, first draw a picture that illustrates the relationship between the two or more related quantities that are changing with respect to time. In terms of the quantities, the information given with the rate to be found. Find an equation relating to the quantities. Use differentiation, applying the chain rule as necessary to find equation for the related rates. And lastly, be sure to not to substitute a variable quantity for one of the variables until after finding an equation relating the rates. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.